Okay, there we go. Hey, that's
We
it.
all,
Yeah, somebody. I don't know when that happened. Somebody. Hi.
hey, there
I
was
was
a,
like, I was like, I swear to God.
maybe it was you for the live game.
No, I swear to God. I had. I was checking it. It was like I have it on the right input. Somebody went over and they just the slider for audio output on this was just all the way down.
So there's no output.
Yeah, there was no output. I don't know.
Yeah.
First streams are always. It was all working 2 days ago.
A likely
Hey
story.
everybody. Okay, you do your thing, I guess.
Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live, take 2. This is on the Anvil. I should have done everything. This is on the Anvil, episode 141, take 2. This is the show where we take you behind the scenes here at Dwarven Forge. We show you what we're working on. We show you some of the challenges we're facing, and we show you a glimpse of the future. I used to say we might just show you, but we're pretty much always just showing you the future.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
That's kind of really the point here.
Mostly we're gonna hang out for 2 hours. We're not nothing to drink. We're gonna talk about tabletop and not have any tech issues. And welcome.
I wouldn't have any tech issues if people didn't stop touching my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff.
Everything was fine.
Woo!
And somebody just moved that slider down for goofs, I guess.
So what are we up to tonight? What is happening?
Hey, a couple things. First off, there's going to be a shorter session. We had some life things happen. So we gotta head out at 8. We're gonna cut this down to an hour, but we really wanted to show you guys the first like deep dive exposure, basically the reveal for Dungeons Reforged. We've said we're doing it. We have been working on it nonstop the last couple weeks. We just kind of jumped straight into it after Starforged because we wanted to get a bunch done before Nate goes to UK Games Expo, which we'll talk about in a bit. So we're gonna show kind of Dungeons Reforged. It is grown. It has changed. There's a lot of stuff about it that's different, and we want to tell you all about it. So we're gonna spend a lot of time doing that.
Imagine scope creep happening on one of our projects. It's really hard to, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is doing it. I think we're doing it. This is smarter scope creep than Cities Untold, I think.
Well,
I think we're
you
doing
be
it
the
the smarter
judge.
Yeah.
So we're also gonna do a giveaway, and we're just to like mess with people who just like show up for the giveaway. We're doing it because we're gonna do a short one. It's gonna happen earlier, so stick around.
We're gonna do it around 7:30 probably 7:30 our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because we gotta get out of here.
We gotta keep you on
But
your
we're gonna
toes.
try to go through all this stuff. So with all that said, we got to do the news real fast so that we have
And
a
jump in
bunch
the
of time for
comments.
dungeons.
We're here. Interact with us.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Please.
Be cool. Be nice.
We'll probably be moving at a more frenetic pace today to try and get through everything because there's a lot to cover.
Because we're normally like pretty lethargic.
Yes.
Tonight it's gonna be Warp 9.
All right, let's do your thing.
The news. News. What's in the news, Chris?
I forgot
going
the
at him
I,
really
mi- I mi- I
speed.
missed the button. Okay, a couple things. Hey, we got two restocks coming up.
Two?
We got a restock tomorrow at noon. It's a fairly small one. It's the stuff that got shoved out of the container for the restock we had a couple weeks ago. So it's a weird case where some of it it's like, oh, it's just the unpainted version of this set or a painted version of this set that restocked a couple weeks ago.
But
That
there's
sort of
some
thing.
neat stuff in there.
There's a couple good things. Unpainted chromatic orbs are in there. I think the painted version of the square corner tower is in there. A bunch of passages. It's mostly a lot of the passages for both dungeons and caverns. We're kind of like, we need to get these passages back in stock. So a lot of those sets are coming in. That's all tomorrow, noon. High quantities of everything. So nothing should sell out right away. You don't got to stress about it. On the other hand, next Tuesday at noon, we're having a reserve release. If you haven't been at a reserve release with us before, very different from a restock in that instead of us having ordered a production run of sets, this is, hey, we found a bunch of loose sets somewhere, or we were letting go of some copies that we held for reserve, for replacements or something.
Sometimes there'll be overflow. If there's not enough to make a carton, the factory keeps, if it's 40 sets to a carton and they had 20 left over, they'll, ship them those. So sometimes we have like 2 or 3 of a set. Sometimes we'll have a dozen, whatever, but.
They're all going to be low quantities though. You can find all this on the front page of the website, which also, if you go to our web store right now, you'll notice the menu is different. Letitia and Luke have been working on trying to create like a very simplified browsing experience. So they kind of broke it down to 3 main menus with a bunch of then drop downs kind of going down. All right, what the kind of thing are you looking for? Going through all that. So if you go under, I think, shop categories or something, then you'll see restocks there. Click on restocks. It'll break it down to all the different ones.
Boom.
So basically, for reserve release, there's well over 100 like different sets actually in that reserve release, I believe. But there's only a handful of each. So a lot of that stuff's going to go fast. In this case, mostly what this is a lot of loose sets that were sitting around the factory where they're like, okay, we can't quite fit this in the container. So there's just some boxes of sets that had just been sitting at the factory. We had them just round all those up and ship them over to us.
It's all over the place. It's going back to KS1. There's like a Chamber of Sorrows from KS1 in there. There's some stuff like, deep.
A lot of it.
Use the wish list. Just get a couple, check out quick, get out of there.
Yeah. A lot of it is stuff that for some reason or one reason or other, we either can't or aren't going to be producing again. Not everything in it is that way, but a lot of the things there are. And so, look out for that. That's on Tuesday. If you wanted to, especially if you live overseas and you're trying to avoid getting multiple shipments and worrying about paying duties multiple times, you could wait till Tuesday and just put whatever stuff you want from this restock on Thursday in your cart and have it on hold. Because I don't think anything from the restock tomorrow is going to sell out.
No.
Maybe the Crystal Caverns walls, but I doubt it. So yeah, don't worry about rushing tomorrow. There's a ton of everything in the restock tomorrow.
Rush on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday is going to be the one where you have to rush. As I mentioned earlier, Nate's going to be going to the UK Games Expo, so is Mace. We're going to have a small table there. It's our first time having a real presence there.
And Rick Wagner will be there from Germany.
Yeah, Rick Wagner. I think he's been there before for us too. But this time we actually have like members of the Dwarven Forge team there as part of it. So if you are in the area, if you're going to UK Games Expo, we're going to have a little booth. Do you know what booth number it is?
They just changed it because we didn't have electricity.
Right.
So
yeah, we need electricity.
Yeah,
for our booth.
so we'll find out what it is. Oh yeah, Finley's got it.
Finley's got it? It's the updated one? If you're at UK Games Expo, it'll be pretty easy to find us, and we'll be posting it on social and everything. So yeah, come say hi there. It changed? It changed like yesterday or something like that?
A couple of days ago, and they
we realized that they'd put us. We had paid for electricity for stuff that we're doing at the booth, and then we realized they'd put us at a booth.
They said, "Oh wait, no, we can't give you electricity."
Yeah.
Do you really need it?
Yeah. So then they moved us to one that has electricity. So it might change. Point being, we're going to be at UK Games Expo. If you're going to be there, come find us. It shouldn't be hard to find us. Hopefully, look for the big Dwarven Forge castle. What else do we have? The only other thing, Starforged Pledge Manager is still open, and we are taking late pledges. If you need to finalize your pledge, want to add some more stuff to it, we added things like the Outpost Alpha All-In bundle. We added some paints. This includes a new Bunker Blue paint that's like the core color for the core set paint scheme.
Yeah.
And then we're also restocking the bronze and silver paints for the first time in years in the Starforged Pledge Manager, and then they'll hit the store afterwards. And you can late pledge as well if you haven't joined us on Starforged yet and you want to. First Dwarvenite Sci-Fi Terrain, it's a very cool set. We also on Monday we did a Starfinder actual play with our friend Dylan. They came and ran a game for us. We just put that up on our YouTube archive channel as well. So yeah.
So it's on both the Twitch VOD and the YouTube archive?
You can find it either on this channel archived, or you can find it on our YouTube stream archive channel as well. Yeah, just a fun little under 3 hour one shot. I think that is all the news.
Woo!
So we'll just end the stream now.
All right, let's buckle up. Good night.
Didn't you have an older sci-fi set? We made a resin sci-fi set, but we didn't make much of it. It didn't do terribly well.
We changed the style, we changed the approach, we added Biscuit 360-degree functionality, a whole bunch of stuff. If you want to check it out, you can go to the GameFound page. We have all sorts of information there, as well as video after video after video that explains it.
Yes, it's a very different approach than what the resin sci-fi was.
Going to the dungeons.
Yeah,
we got 50 minutes.
Into the dungeon.
49, 51 minutes. All right, so
this is the classic core set, the set we already have on the store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we figured that's a starting place. So, Dungeons & Reforged, we are going through, we are reconfiguring a whole bunch of the sets. We're trying to make stuff that, A, gets you the pieces that you need to do logical builds, and B, gets some of the chase pieces, right, rounds up the chase pieces, and C is stuff that we can actually restock. We're going to add we got a couple of new pieces, a couple of new bits here and there. We'll talk about some of the other stuff, but Mostly I wanted to go through as many of the compositions as we could tonight, so you guys can idiot check them, right? Because we just want to make sure that these are the right sorts of things. So the general conceit is that our pledge levels will be some variation on core sets or combination of core sets as basic building bits, and then you'll add add-ons to taste to give yourself the flavor and the bit. So let's look at some of the core set offerings right out of the gate to make sure that makes sense. So this one is currently unchanged. This is the classic core, and I've been focusing on classic. I haven't poked at the vaulted so much yet, but a lot of it's the same in general. But this one, let's go a little wider. All right. So this set is exactly as is on the web store. It's 15 floors, 8 corners, 15 walls, 3 doors, and a pair of 1x floors and walls, so you can center a door, and if you're on an even interval. So this thing is basically they've been using this combined with lots of other things to kind of build in general. So we're going to leave this out on the table here to start. Although maybe actually I'll push it off to the side because I don't know how much building we're going to do. But that's a core set. We're trying not to, if we don't need to change the sets, we don't want to, but we're changing. We have, I think, 55 sets on the list right now, 35 of which are changing or new or changed or something like that. 35.
Changing. We have no idea what they are.
Yeah. We're tweaking them. Okay. So that's classic core. That's their basic sort. Now we've got. Oh, no, we don't have prices on anything because you know what's changing?
Prices?
Hey. All right. So this is the advanced. You see, classic advanced. So we're gonna give you. This is gonna be a really fun roundup, right? So you are gonna get bump, 4 of the curved corners, and these we have a new remastered version. We sculpted stones on the bottom. So the new walls and floors and corners have stones sculpted on the sides rather than these just sort of one big slab. So we've taken this original master and sculpted bits on the stones on the sides, and there'll be a magnet on the bottom. So we don't have that one yet, but you'll have to imagine it's same footprint as these guys. So the curved boys with their backfill, so you can use them if you want to build in line. So 4 of those in the advanced. Where did this come from? 4 of the diagonal. So the diagonal also has a new sculpt. We don't have it here yet, but we'll have it shortly. So currently this diagonal is too thin, right? From the top, you see the right? The original one was like, look how thin the wall is. Also, it was slightly short. It was like a millimeter too short this way, so it didn't line up so well, and it just felt thin and weeny. Whatever. So we have a new improved one that will have the same sort of same footprint as the vaulted one. It's nice and thick, and the sides just kick out just a little bit, so it lines up really nicely when you build in line with straights. Obviously, it won't have those sorts. So it's it'll be very similar to this, but no arches because this is the vaulted one. So that'll be 4 of those. You know what's also neat? This pack, Chris, is basically all the new sculpts. Well, not all. All the new bread and butter sculpts in one place. So if you want to just come in and get one new thing, this is a great way to round up a bunch of that stuff. So we also have in here 2 trapdoor floors with a wooden trapdoor, but also we're going to have 2 new sculpts. Look at these.
Do we want to? Don't we have like a test?
Yeah, let's wait. We'll show them in the thing. So we have these are going to be. It's a really neat little trapdoor insert that steps down that actually goes down. These are my quick mocks, so I know what they are.
The sticky posted trap.
Yeah.
That's the final sculpt right there.
It's got a lot of depth. That's what I like about it. Really. These things are really neat. The little the stairs down, so it lets you go. You stairs down to level 2 in the dungeon.
On Discord, we've been calling them the Zelda stairs.
It's exactly. It's straight up Zelda stairs.
Yeah.
We also have 2 of the freestanding corner pieces. Did everybody know that these are magnetic? There's metal plates in these. You can stick stuff to it.
So you can put traps on it.
Right. Oh, a really good question. Someone just asked, Will the Dungeon and Doom backfill? Yes, the Dungeon and Doom backfill piece will fit against the new diagonal. So there'll be 4 of those. These are the new backfills will be on there, so your ones will work.
It's
the
nice.
very old ones won't, but these ones will.
It's nice because it means we don't have to keep 2 different
of the same
small
thing.
dungeon triangle floors.
Yeah.
In
Now we just
production.
have one
Yeah.
tiny triangle dungeon floor. We also got, for fun fiddly bits, right, because this is advanced building, we got 4 of the little 1x1 corners and 4 of the little 1x1 walls. Great for doing lots of little fiddly buildings and alcoves and whatnots. I love those guys. Also, I end up sometimes I'll just put 2 of these together and 2 1x1 floors and just use them as a regular wall too. It sometimes happens if you're short on a wall. So 4 of each of those, 4 of the 1x1 floors, 4 of the 2x1 floors. These, besides, you can put them together and just make a 2x2 floor, but also if you want to center, let's say you have a trapdoor floor and you want to center it, and you have an even run, but you want to center it, you put one of these on either side, and now you can center it up in an even run. Yay. Simple advanced building. Oh, you know the other thing, the other big reason to have these freestanding corners is you can put them on the trapdoor floor to have a trapdoor in the corner. Your Zelda stairs in the corner, or your trapdoor in the corner, or any sort of feature that you want to throw into it.
There's a number of those specialty, like 2x2 floors or specialty floors where being able to it lets you put them more in the corner than you would normally.
Yes.
And I don't think those freestanding walls have really been very.
Now they're a little
available.
trickier to find. Also, you can just throw them in if you need to break up a room. You can throw them just flat on the floor. Yeah. We also have 2 the narrow doors. So these are if you're trying to build. Let's say we had a. How am I going to make that? You've got a passage. You're doing something like this. Like we have, pretend this, boom. Right, this is the edge of your room here. And you want to put a door in the corner going up this way. You use a straight, and then the narrow door is the same length as, I don't know. It's one wall's width short of 2 inches, so it's 3/8 short. So it fits in there, so you can then connect into another room. I don't know. Didn't explain it well, but that's what it does.
It's a doorway that fills a different
It's not full 2
span
inches.
that you
It's
end up. Yeah.
exactly 1 wall's short. So if you're doing anything that has running a wall with that one, you can fit that space in. You can also do it if you're trying to, if you want to make little alcoves inside. Like let's say you had a situation like this, right? So you have a thing in the corner. You can use it. Let's pop it in there. You can put it inside like that to make little closets. You could also use a regular size door on the outside, but then it's on the outside. It spans that whole gap. This one lets you set it in and make little closets. Yeah. Neat little. I don't use a ton of these in general when I'm building, but when you do need them, they're helpful to have. They give you more building options. We got 2 of these.
There's so much in the advanced core.
It's all the new fun bits in one place. So we have we've resculpted this, new sculpt. This thing was it was like an 1/8 inch shy of 2 inches. It was really short. So if you try to put in a passage, it just didn't fill the passage, and it didn't take our new inserts well. Like they hit the top here. So we have a new version of this that'll take all the new inserts as well as a new portcullis sculpt too. So the brand new portcullis, brand new freestanding portcullis. Michelle is sculpting the portcullis as we speak. And this thing is also, it's freestanding, so you can put it anywhere to throw a portcullis wherever you want, or any of our other arch inserts. So very excited to have finally the whole arch insert family will work in all the bits interchangeably. So 2 of those in there also. 4 of I don't even have. I'll show you a rough geometry model because I have one right here at hand. Remember the little tiny gargoyle corner fill that people loved, but was really specific. So we're gonna have a nice. You've been asking for it. We're gonna do it. So this thing is generally used if you're going around a corner or something like that, you'd put it in there, right? But it's very specific, right? It's got a gargoyle on there. So these 4 guys are stand-ins because we're going to have something that looks a bit like this. This is a geometry mock. Bigger footprint so it doesn't fall over. A little bit of style. So it's going to be a sort of generic pillar that you can wrap around a corner anywhere. As well as, you're going to love this, there's going to be at facade hole height, there'll be a little hole on the back, 2 holes in the back, so you can use the little half-size pegs and peg 4 of these together so you can make, oh, this isn't even the Uber boy. Oh, wait, we got to find the right, hang on, back it up. So this was, where is the, I don't have the right, there's an even better one. So this is, so Eli did about 8 different geometry mocks. Where the heck did I put them?
That's a great question.
Well, it's even cooler than that. You know, they make a really nice pillar if you put all 4 of them together. Do I have to go get it now? Gosh darn it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I can answer questions for a bit because there's been.
Yeah, they've been streaming in because we're just warming up.
Yeah. Oh my God, what was that?
That was the mic. No, nothing important.
That was the mic? Yeah. So the snake pillars, yeah, they've been easier to get than the gargoyle ones.
Yeah.
Basically, in the Sassoon. He's talking to himself again. This, you know, you can be able to get the snakes in the Sassoon or in the Forsaken Temple sets. So, all right, never mind. We're back. We're in. Y'all were asking for some kind of plain corner fill, and we were like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. Something that doesn't look like you're in a cultist den at any point would be nice. So this helps round that out.
Here's the new bad boy, and then you'll be able to peg 4 of them together. I mean, they also freestand, but the pegs will help it really. So you can make like a really cool pillar. That'll look neat because people want pillars. And it works really nicely with both vaulted and classic. You could also put 2 of them, like if you're doing a thing like this.
Or lay 2 down together for dwarven seats.
Like benches.
Yeah.
You do that if you're going around thing. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah.
It's
so
a nice little
Eli,
utility piece. It's just, there's a lot of like quality of life improvements that we're kind of working into it, and the advanced core is going to have most of those in
and
there.
Super I don't know, it's gonna be I'm very excited for this piece. Eli just finished sculpting this in clay and shipped it today, so we'll have real ones to look at. But I'll tell you, it's really fun being able to just sort of he did all these geometry mocks in 3D. We printed out a couple to see what they actually felt like, and then say, okay, geometry's locked, go make it magic. Super neat. So anyway, so 4 of those in there. So it's just a huge bucket of just about everything you could ask for. Oh wait, there's more. One last bit. We got the secret door. So this is not the remastered one. We have a new remastered secret door. Toby did some engineering. So this one's really fun, but you can see the gag from a mile away. The new one is much closer to invisible. It's got angles and bevels and clever, sneaky Toby engineering, technomancy. So there'll be two secret doors in there also. So basically, this set is like all the stuff you need to zhuzh up your dungeon, all in one place. And I'll tell you what, it plays really, really nicely with a classic core. You can build everything. This could be like one of the pledges. You put both those together, and it's just like the perfect toolbox. That's Classic Advanced. Any questions on that thing?
None of the limited edition stuff.
No.
I know Marble and Jade are going to come up. We said we weren't going to do them again, and Jay feels very strongly that if we say we're never going to do something again, we should not do that thing.
You should live by the by your word.
Yeah.
Wait a second. How did 2 floors given?
We wish we hadn't said we would never do them again.
Yeah, it was striking.
But we did.
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay. So then, and no Jade either. That was limited edition.
So the idea basically is, if you get that advanced core and you get the classic core that we've already got, like you should have just so much covered.
It's a great toolbox.
Yeah.
You ready to rock. All right. So then we have one more in the core family. So anybody familiar with Zoltar's Game Room? So the thing we do at conventions when we have like the store setup or whatever, we say, okay, here's like a classic or here's Zoltar's, and everybody's like, well, I just want Zoltar's because it's got LEDs and magnets and fun bits and whatever. So this is a pass on a
classic, like a classic dungeon version.
A classic version of Zoltar's. It's obviously not the same at all. I'm gonna try and sort of see if I can build something quick because it makes more sense when it's actually a thing. But
Zoltar's Man Cave, Zoltar's Cellar.
Zoltar's Cellar. So this one has 12 plain old floors, which is that's a good start. We've got four regular walls. We've got two passage walls. So you can do a little an entryway or connect two areas with a little passage. It's one of my favorite ways to sort of separate, have a little separation. We've got two magnetic walls, so you have a little bit of variety. You can put something dangerous somewhere in this room. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners, right? 6 regular old corners. So there's a little bit of mix, similar to Zoltar's, right? There's a little bit of mix of regular building pieces. I don't know what this is going to turn into, but just put pieces together. We have, let's go more circles. We've got 2 LED walls. Let's turn this guy on. And the idea is, whether or not it's a good idea, low batteries. The idea is that in the vaulted stuff, we're going to try wherever possible. If you've got LEDs, we want to give you at least one option, right? Because it's having modular LEDs, but no options makes them less modular. So in the vaulted stuff, generally it'll be the torch and a serpent orb. And in the classic stuff, it'll be the torch and the red runestone hand from KS4. I'm getting close on that. So that you have like a real, you can see it in the, yeah, those lights. So you'll have 3 of the torches, 3 of the runestones, so you can mix and match. So that way also if you get, if you're kind of getting both biomes, you're getting a nice variety on LEDs. But so it lets you get higher multiples as you go. We need some doors to get in and out of places. So we have, we're gonna have 1 regular door, well, 1 cell door, because the cell door is a really fun bit. Yeah, Merc is right. That was from Castles, that red room. And then
we're pulling some pieces from outside of dungeons. For this.
Chris was blazing a trail and pulling stuff from other sets, and, seeing what people wanted and see what we could get in there. And then 1 vault door, so you have a reinforced one to do some trouble somewhere. Let's see. Vault door in there. So you get some variety in your doors. I don't know. Also, with this set, may have to adjust a little bit because it's not so great in terms of recycle because it's all these one-ofs. But the goal was to try and give you a ton of variety all in one place. I got 2 curved corners because they look cool. Put them there. Let's see, I've got some extra corners. What am I going to do with these? We'll get there in a sec. Okay, over there, get 1 straight. I don't know. Figure out what's good. We have 2 1x2 floors to go with our friend the chromatic orb. LED socket floor and chromatic orb. So you have a cool glowy centerpiece, and these will let us center it. Let's center the centerpiece. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I'm gonna have a lot of floors here. We'll figure it out. Oh, and while we're centering, we have not 2 but 4 of the 1x1 walls and the 1x1 floors, so you can center up. Let's say we want to center this door. Something like that. Let's build this to make that our entrance. Make you a little larger.
We'd have to redesign the chromatic orb to make it be able to take like the RGB remote, basically, which I think would.
Oh yeah, it requires a big chip that doesn't like attach to the LED. The LED is up in the thing with the leads going down, so that would be awesome and not in our current capability. Also, because you need it, secret door in there. Got to put a secret door. I don't know what it's going to lead to right now, but we got a secret door. I didn't do a great job of building because I have a bunch of extra floors right now, but we'll get there.
That's probably okay.
Yeah.
We got a lot to get through.
Plinth, the magnetic plinth, which is fun because you can build it and use it as a wall, right? If you want, it's magnetic on the back. So if you had something like, say, hey, a magnetic runestone, you could pop that on there. Of course, you can also put stuff in the plinth, just sort of freestand it. Also, you can just freestand it anywhere, which is nice. But we can use it as a wall here if we want to free up some more wall space. It's getting us a little more room to build a secret passage there. We've got the battery's dead. The what is this, LED alcove? Put that guy at the end. So that's why you have 3 LEDs. So you've got 3 of the red claws, 3 of the torches. We have 4 pillars. See a little decor. We got the other LEDs. Oh, we forgot these guys. Got 2 of the little pedestals from original KS1.
Mm-hmm.
These fun little. They're just great if you want to put a MacGuffin on something. You know, we can set this thing up. Put them on a thing like I don't know. You can put them under the pillars.
I don't think those have been available in a very long time.
No, and they're a useful little. They're just a useful little fiddly bit, right? You can put 2 of them under the pillars. Raise your pillars up higher if you want. You can put them in the corner, put stuff on them. I don't know. They're neat. They're useful. The idea is lots of fun little useful bits. We got little things to put on the little chest. That was also from KS1. That goes real nice in the plinth here, or you can put it on. Oh yeah, we had those magnetic walls somewhere. Yeah, so you can put the runestone on the magnetic walls. You got a lever. Always useful for traps. We can put it on a magnetic wall. Where the other magnetic wall went, I don't know. We'll put it on the back of the plinth. And then last but not least, we have those KS1 stairs in here. The descending stairs, 2-part stairs. So you have a way in or up or out or whatever. Boom, something like that. So we need a name for this thing. Don't know exactly what it is, but we need a name for it. And I think it is a pretty fun lineup of pieces. Is there anything that's missing in here that do we miss any major must-haves?
Let's see. Maybe a small dwarven horn like from the old resin treasure set. I think we would have to make a new.
We'd have to make a mold.
Yeah, we'd have to make a new mold for that.
I like the idea though.
Surprised there's not a trap door in here.
You know, because the trap doors are in the advanced. There's 2 in the advanced. We didn't want to put them in here. The idea was that you could then mix and match. Like you get sort of, if you got this and the classic, or this plus the advanced, or this plus the classic and the advanced, you don't have too much overlap of pieces. Like you have the right kind of variety that you're not going to be overwhelmed with too much one thing.
Good to have a name which could line up across biomes. There's classic, advanced, and X. Well, we don't want to do Zoltar's blank for every biome. I think it's like this is kind of, it's interesting. I guess we should call it a deluxe core set the way that Zoltar's is.
Well,
we call it a deluxe core set there, so I guess that's kind of the thing. It's a deluxe core, core deluxe, something like that.
The Royale with cheese.
Yeah, there we go. Deluxe Cabal core.
All right, so that is the classic deluxe. Let's see. This set is great for new people to DF. That's exactly the point, and it kind of gives you spicy bits, particularly if you mix this with just the classic core. Like you have enough to spread this out, then you have enough to like decorate up your bits.
Will pedestals and red LEDs be available separately? There's a lot of packs to try and cover.
Pedestals are another thing. The red LEDs are popping up whenever there's sort of LEDs wherever LEDs are sold, you'll find yourself some.
Yeah, there's going to be other ways. I don't think we're not going to have a pack of just the pedestals or just the red LEDs,
No.
but they are in other places.
Almost exclusively, there's no packs that are just like 10 of one thing. They all have some interesting variety to them. All right, classic.
That's,
All
the
right, so
chromatic orb, it could be Zoltar's ballroom.
It's the chromatic orb is the ball.
The chromatic orb is the ball.
That's funny.
Hey, what's a good giveaway word?
Ballroom?
Ballroom? Okay. If you want a chance to win a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card, type ballroom in chat. That's the thing for a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card. Yeah, we know the snake lights. The snake lights are in a lot of the snake orbs are in a lot of vaulted sets. And we're trying, so a lot of the vaulted sets are going to have the green orbs as their LED of choice.
Yep.
And the red hand is going to be more the classic LED. It's basically torches and then a specialty LED.
So you either get torches in red or torches in green, depending on.
The serpent orbs are well covered.
Yes, they are.
All
right, we'll do some quickies, folks. Classic diagonals pack. This is the closest you come to like just 10 of one thing. It's 8 of the diagonals. It'll be the new diagonal sculpt, not these are the old sculpt. Get this over there. So it's 8 of those guys, 4 backfill, and 2 of these. The cool corner door. Love this thing. Super fun. So you can get yourself lots of diagonals all in one place. With these corner doors, more useful pack than it even looks, because unless you do alt corners, you can do cool diagonal passages. These things open up some really neat side building possibilities. If you do that diagonal door and then a couple of these, and now you're kind of building off at an interesting angle. Oh wait, this also has pillars. This has 4 of the new, I believe. I bet you $1. It has 4 of the the corner fill, the cool corner fill guys that wherever I already lost them. How does this?
The gargoyles or the new pillar one?
The new ones. We're just trying to.
You don't need to find them. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like they know.
So you can do this thing when you when you're doing diagonal runs, you can put them out there, fill those out. Yeah, because you need these little corner fill guys are awesome. We love them. All right. That is diagonals. Anything make sense there? These are not so exciting, but they're useful. In general, we're making some of the packs smaller, so they're cheaper because some of the prices are going up, and easier to sort of snag. And you don't have to get 600 floors in your floor pack. Like you can get a modest amount of floors if you just need a little more expansion. So floor pack has 7 2x2 floors, 4 of each of the 2x1 and 1x1s, and a pair of 4x1s. The 4x1s are neat for doing elevation nonsense, right? If you have anything that you can put them up, they make neat runs across. Also good if you're trying to center something in like a 2x2 floor, like the chromatic orb, coming from 2 different directions, rather than this centers it in one direction, this quickly centers it in 2 different directions, if you want to do that. So just a lot of, it gives you more floor coverage and a little bit of technical building possibilities. It'll be underappreciated, but it's a useful set. Large floors, we slimmed it down, so it's just going to be, boom, the big 8x8 and a pair of 4x4s. Gets you a bunch of coverage and a little bit of style all in one place. How are we looking there? All right.
We got fly.
Yeah, we got. Okay, magnetic walls is unchanged. It's 8 magnetic walls and 2 manacles currently. All right, let's look at some newer.
Everything's available unpainted. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have unpainted available for everything as always.
All right, so this one needs a name. Right now, currently named MacGuffin holders.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is this gives you some places to put your interesting stuff in your dungeon, right? Some focal points for either a person or a prop or a whatnot. So it's 4 little snake floors. The only snake stuff appearing in here. 4 of these little pedestal guys from us. one 4x4 floor, a couple of the small dais, the 2x1 daises, right? And these are neat. You can kind of pop them on there, and it all lines up. You put them singularly. You can build a thing with these. Neat options there. Speaking of daises, it gives you 4 of the little daises, so you can build a central thing to put stuff on, or you put 2 of these in there and do a thing like that, or split a couple halves. I don't know. You got some options there, and a magnetic plinth. So it's kind of a place. It's a points of interest, somewhere to hold your prop or something in the room, but it needs a name. So Dais of Our Lives. And we probably don't want dais in the name because we've got dais packs, and like they're dedicated dais packs. This one is kind of a nice variety pack of interesting architectural features that need a name. Showroom.
Everybody's just making dais
stupid puns. Yeah. Perfect. I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked and betrayed. I lost it. All right. Speaking of daises, let's go dais diving. So we have 4 dais packs. They've been 3 out of 4 of them have been reconfigured for use cases. All right. So first we have we'll start with the biggest. This one has not been changed. The big old daises. We were gonna make, these were the large, and we have the small. We were gonna make a medium, and we never. I think we sculpted and never did it because too many pieces. But it was a neat. It was the step between. Where's the curve? How did I lose the curve, boy? Oh, here we go. Right. So if you had, this is the small, this is the large. There was a medium that would fit in between, so you could go seamlessly up forever. Lost to time.
It's already existed? Yep.
Yeah, so this
I think
is
we
the
restocked
existing.
it not too long ago.
Maybe.
Or it's coming.
Yeah. If not, it's an awesome. These pieces are just real fun to throw down, do some big bits. Okay, so there's the big boys. Then we've got central daises. So this pack has. All right, we've got 4. The square corners, 4 of the curve corners, 4 straights, 1 platform, and 4 stair jacks. So, I missed the. I gotta tilt this thing down. This should go. Oh. All right, so you can do, you can take any one of these and make a, one large central one and one small one. You can put this on top. You can use the stair jacks with these guys to make one little platform, and straighten these out and make a long thing around. Some sort of thing like that. Like, gives you lots of. The stair jacks also, of course, flip up there, so you can make little platforms. So basically, it's sort of, you can mix and match the squares and the corners to make any combination you need. So that's central daises. There is the cascading dais. So that was if you're going to make stuff that's kind of in the center of a room, right? This one is if you want to make the. It's got 4 corners. Also, it's got. What is it? 3 straights? I can't remember how to build this thing. I'll find out in a sec. Okay, I have to go one larger. All right, so it's got the inside corners, the straights, 4 outside corners, and then it's got all these leftovers. So the idea here is, boom, you can pop that open. It's got 2 of the 1x2s, so you can center up the dais platform, and then a straight there. So you can do this sort of thing, right, and build it up against the wall, and this becomes the big place to put the throne or the the MacGuffin of power or whatever it is. And there's the stair jack. There's 2 stair jacks, so you could put them bump, something like that. Put them up the back. Boop. And of course, you can also make put them together, and then you get a bigger collection of toys. And then lastly, we have dais extensions. This is a bunch of straights. So it's got 3 platforms, 4 straights, 2 2x1s, and 4 of the little stair jacks. So then you can use this, besides making just sort of straight bits, you can use this to extend any of these. So you could open up your central dais here, pop the extension in, do the same thing, right? This whole pack. I am gonna regret
Yep.
Yep. This is I was just lamenting this to Chris before, sort of like, I've been building, and then you have to tear it all down and get all the pieces back into their boxes, and then open them up again and do it again, and just keep rinse and repeat. So if you have this sort of right, you've got the central daises, you built that sort of thing, you can crack this open, bump, bump, bump. Where am I missing am I shy on a straight? Is this?
It's hard to tell.
It was from this one, yeah.
Grabbing and mixing stuff
that
around.
one. And then because we have all these in here, there should be conceptually enough to do a 4x4. So you can then pop those guys out, do this. I hope it all works. I theoretically did the math, yeah. So you can do that sort of a thing. So basically, the dais extensions, you add them to any of these, and it gives you enough room to then expand out any of the other dais sets. Darn it, what did I... that's why there's 3 centers, so you have enough to get there when you get to this. All right, any questions on the daises?
Nope. We got a little over 10 minutes left. So
holy moly! All right, so you know what? This is going to be a to be continued.
I think we should just focus on talking about the new things instead of.
Well, this is
every comp. Not quite the same, like compared to some of the things. I don't know.
Well, they're gonna have to get more in the next one, I guess. All right, that was extensions. That's this. Let's hang on. Central. Let's see. What should we look at next? Passages are not that new. Should we look at?
Well, let's see. What's over?
We get the last.
I mean, there's the one thing we definitely got to do at the end.
Yep. Boy, I had these so much better packed in the way in. I looked at that pack. We haven't looked at any of these dressing. Oh, we could look at that. Yeah. Cool. That's a good spicy one.
That's pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's by popular demand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is also exciting. It rounds up all the. Yeah. Okay. Get some of the dressy bits. I was trying to do the ones that were less exciting first, so we had to build to a triumphant finale. Archdiocese. Okay, get you out of here. Okay.
Yeah, not catacombs. Catacombs are beyond the scope of this project. We would have to do a lot of sculpting.
We're not doing. We're just doing a couple of pickup bits.
Anything pulling themes from castles into dungeons, necromancer, or the purple magic stuff?
Well, wait and see. All right, so we got this is a fun one. Arch pack. It's got 2 of the arch walls, 2 of the new freestanding arches, and it's got every insert you can manage. So Tyler just rounded up all of the inserts, right? We got the Kree secretions, we got the Indiana Jones door. We have. You see how this doesn't fit all the way in?
I didn't even know we had that.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got bars. We got the wooden portcullis. We got the boarded up entrance. So like, it's gonna get you basically all the inserts as well as 4 things in it. So then you'll be able to mix and match. Particularly if you had like Saltar's game room that's already got one of these, or so that's a pretty fun arch pack. It's gonna just get you all the modular options, everything in there, all in one place. Very exciting. Slime was Kree secretions from Caverns Deep. This was from Caverns Deep. The wooden portcullis. This was from cavern steep, the boarded up entrance. Then these were from Dungeon of Doom, the stone door, the solid stone, and the bars. And we'll have the new. This will be the new dungeon portcullis that Michelle is sculpting. I think we showed it a bunch before, but it doesn't hurt to remind the. You can use this as a secret door, right? The idea with the solid stone one is you could pop it in there, and if you're using a bunch of vaulted, it looks like another plain old vaulted wall. But then, boom, you slide that up, and it's a secret door. So it's a fun little reveal. All right, so that should be a neat way to kind of get all those options all in one place. Similar to getting options, we got someone saying, "I wish we had some trapdoors." We got trapdoor pack, 5 trapdoors with those awesome looking post-it stairs. We got we got 4 regular trapdoors. Are there 4? I think there might only be 4 floors. I think there's only 4 in here. I think I might have put one in here accidentally. This is the hard part with having analog versions of a thing that's in progress. We've got the runic trapdoors. Check this out. The sewer grates from cities, super hard to get. Should be a great one. And then a couple of fun gags to go with that, because these are see-through. Going to give you the bottomless pit texture patch. You can put that on there so it'll be black underneath. Or it's just in the new dungeon water texture patch. There it is. You see, get close up. You see the real deal. Look at the texture.
Yeah.
I think it's legit. So you can put water under there, right, and have you see some water underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So you got a bunch of modular options all in one place. This way, if you get the advanced and you have a couple inserts, this gives you all the inserts you need to swip, swap, go nuts, and shouldn't be staggeringly expensive.
Yes.
I think this is only 4. All right.
They're just trying to, because a lot of those pieces were kind of stuck in certain encounters.
Yep. Hard to
in the original campaign. Yeah.
The metal ones was harder to. The runic was the warded trapdoor was harder to get. Yeah. This lattice one was from castles, so if you didn't get into castles, you might not have that. So yeah. All right, then let's get a little even spicier. We got 3 LED floors. What do we need to top them with? 2 of 3 things. You got 2 fire pots. You got 2 snake boys, and you got 2 eldritch obelisks. So the idea is you could have a pair. Wait, do the batteries sound any good?
It's hard to tell with those.
Yeah, they're on, but you can't see them. So you could have 2 fire pots and a snake brazier.
We've been running most of those for years
forever
without replacing the batteries.
Yeah. Right, or you could have 2 snakes and an obelisk. However you want to. Is the snake really backwards? Yeah, it's funny. So you got some LED options. Once again, modular options. You got 3 bases, 6 toppers. It gives you modular options. It's gonna be a cool set, especially when they're glowing. Okay, LED floor pack. That was another Tyler roundup. All right, you ready for another Tyler roundup? Oh boy, he's missing the name. All right, we start with a pair of the Savage Gargoyles and their little pedestal guys. Joop. Right, so you can pop these on any pole accessory if you want and use it as a base for. You can use a mini on there as a statue, or you can use these guys as statues. Cute little gargoyles. A pair of those guys. A pair of the Gorgon from the Gorgon tier. And then, guess what? I don't even have the other half of these. A pair of the Golem Walls, and it'll have the animated version of this guy. So the guy pops out of the wall. If you've never seen this gag, it's a really fun one, right? So you build it in line. Right? You take your walls, you build this guy inline, stuff like that. You have the golem in there, and then you pop it out, and then we have the animated version. But I couldn't find the animated version. I don't know where they are. You have one
Well,
that's
they're hard
walking
to get.
Yeah, exactly. So that should be it should be a fun gag.
Just the Gorgons, Golems, and Gargoyles.
Oh, it's the 3G gang.
Yeah, the
3G network.
The OGs.
The OGs. So good. It's so stupid. Did we do the giveaway?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Rolling this giveaway. Sir Riam win. Congratulations. Gonna whisper you real quick, and we will.
Congrats.
Get you set up.
Boy, the ossuaries haven't made it into a pack. That's a good reminder. Someone.
We've been talking about it. It's just fun.
Yeah, they're in the thing. I forgot that we hadn't found a home for them yet. That's why we do this show. All right, we'll look at one more pack and then one thing, and we get out of here. All right, we got one more spicy pack. We got this one needs a better name. It's called Narrative Dressing right now. We got a pair of the Cryptic Key pedestal. Look at that, it's got a little key on there. Michelle did some magic here. We got the riddle, pair of the riddle pillars. All right, so you're ready to make some puzzles. We got, oh boy, there you go. The big, beautiful double pour pool. Ooh, glossy pool. Pair of trapdoor floors. You know what's coming, right? You know what's coming. Ah. We got the little. I think someone was complaining about this in the last in the trapdoor pack.
Yeah.
So these guys aren't here. Woo, these are these sparkly portal trapdoors, whatever they.
Something like that.
Portal pools, I don't know. Trapdoor insert portal pool, and then of course you got to put this in there. It's the I don't know, the runic pool insert, magic
It's
pool
something.
insert.
I can't remember the name of them.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So look at that there. So this thing needs a name, and I think it's fun. You got a lot of. And so the reason these were collected is this is the sort of thing you don't need a ton of high multiples in. Like this, the trapdoor pack, like you could theoretically get 2 of these or something because you could use a bunch of these in multiples. There's like they're all, sewer grates. You can never have enough of those. These ones are like generally you probably aren't going to be buying multiples of it. So we'll see. So these are a bunch of the chase pieces from Dungeons of Doom, rounded up. Some of these were chase pieces from Dungeon of Doom, rounded up. So we're rounding those up into logical packs. Ossuaries need to get a home. That was a good catch. They had a thing and they got moved, and I don't remember what happened to it, but yes, that's a one. We will get them in. We have not forgotten them. That's what I'm running. All right, and we have like 2 minutes, so we got one last thing to show you. Something we were working on. This is literally hot off the presses, hot off of Hamster's desk. So we're looking at a new paint scheme, something to try out. Needs a name. Working title as of an hour ago was Sinister Scheme. It looks something like this: dark, dank, wet, moldy, built-in gradient. Something that feels very different from our standard dungeons, right? These are our standard dungeons. Like this. This is darker, more sinister-ier. It's the Underdoom or Ice version of dungeons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slimy, wet, dark, scary, something neat. And you want to see it in a little diorama?
Yeah.
And give it a name.
Yeah, we had him prep enough to make a little thing.
So we got something like this. Look at that. Scary, creepy, otherworldly, spooky, dark, haunted dungeon.
And the best part, not limited edition.
Yeah, no, we can do it forever, right? The idea is we'll start with some of the core sets, and then we can roll out more from there. But I think it's a pretty fun look. And oh man, minis. That was the other fun thing. When they get minis, minis just pop on it. Like it's.
Does it glow? Not.
No, not currently. I don't think.
Not currently. Will there be updates on vaulted sets? Yeah, we'll be updating. There's gonna be some new vaulted sets too. We just kind of ran out of time today. Like we got like a minute. We just wanted to share this. It's not arcane acid. I don't know what he used. We'd have to ask him because we could theoretically make like that goop UV reactive in theory. We'd have to talk about it.
I don't know if we ended up there, but when he started, he was using bunker blue.
Oh, that's cute.
As the base coat, yeah, which is kind of fun. So if you have a bottle of bunker blue left over, did I just kick the? Oh yeah.
You took the power out.
Yeah, who needs?
Okay, hang on. Then I just gotta. Okay.
Does that count as a
shutter
technical?
Speed went way down. We gotta.
Whoa.
Take that shutter speed up.
No, it was 1/4.
Yeah, I don't know why it defaulted to that. Yeah, then we gotta take the change the ISO.
You'd think it would just stay back where it was.
Yeah, I would hope it would just stick with what we had it at. All right, full focus. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be a scary, dark, wet, cold dungeon that makes all your minis, especially your big old boss mini, look cool.
Mm-hmm. Dank dungeon. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's kind of that vibe. So yeah, very different deepest dungeon. Unfortunately, we can't use darkest dungeon.
The idea was to give you an alternative, right? We already have the one that looks quote unquote real, right? The traditional dungeon. So this is the chance to get something that gives a different vibe. So sometimes maybe you want to have that big boss room built in.
It's very different. Yeah, it's dark and cool tone instead of brighter warm tones. Vaulted only are cores too.
Ooh, Crypt Forge.
I think it's mostly planned for. I think that's
vaulted cores was the plan.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like once again, it's a moving target. Kind of messing with it, but the idea was to see if it seemed exciting.
Oh yeah, there would definitely be a how to paint video. We'd provide tutorials for that.
Sewers and that would be really cool.
So yeah, that's the thing that that's the big surprise. And this is still very much, this is still like a work in progress. We're figuring out where we want it to go. But yeah, that's what Hamster wanted to get, just kind of like a temperature check on how people were feeling about it. Yeah.
All right, and with that, look at this is my favorite. The drippy.
Putting it on the door is really nice.
Door, like the drippy door crust, so good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's call a show. So we will acid washed. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think we're off next week because you're going to be in the UK.
Yes.
We'll
be back
for
UK
Games Expo.
We can look at we got more sets to look at. We can maybe look at some bundles. Then we can we will have some new sculpts to look at.
Mm-hmm.
We got stuff brewing.
Yeah, we're moving very fast on this.
Yeah. And there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's at least 13 sets we haven't looked at.
There's a lot more.
Plus some vaulted basics. Yeah, like there's a lot to look at. So is there a channel in Discord they can?
Yeah, there's a Dungeons Report channel on Discord. I'll also put some updates in the forums as well, probably tomorrow, just to let people know what's going on there. And yeah, that's basically it. Sure, there's a lot of questions. We gotta book it, but thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.